This is Benue State, popularly referred to as the food basket of the nation. Benue State can be located in the middle belt part of Nigeria, West Africa. As an adult, working in various parts of the country, I get this mind-boggling question from friends and colleagues the moment they get to know that I am a native of Benue State. They ask, is it true wife sharing is a norm in your culture? If you get married to a thief man and I come to your house, would you entertain me for the night? Sometimes I wait away, other times I tell them I can't say for sure. Today, I'm on a journey to find out if the wife sharing practice actually exists or has ever existed. My name is Ondongumimi Haga. It's good to be back to this town. Our fond memories from back in the days. We will make a quick stop at my cousin's place. He will get us a tour guide. Come along, you will love this. It's good to still see kids having fun around here. I used to get into the river like these little ones. When I was their age, life was fun. Nowadays, we only get to hear about communal clashes and unrest in the media. Benue State is one of the north-central states in Nigeria with a population of over 4.2 million. It's inhabited by the Tiv, Idoma and Igede people who speak Tiv, Idoma and Igede respectively. There are other ethnic groups including the Itilo, Abakwa, Jukum, Hausa, Igbo, Igala, Akwaye, Nifong, with its capital at Makurdi, where we are right now. Benue is a rich agricultural region. Popular grown crops include potato, cassava, soya bean, guinea corn, flax, yam, sesame, rice, and groundnut. The Tiv people constitute approximately 3.5% of Nigerians' total population, and the Tiv language is spoken by about 7 million people in Nigeria, with a few speakers in Cameroon. Most of the language speakers are found in Benue, Taraba, Nasarawa State. The language is a branch of Benue Congo, ultimately of the Niger-Congo Xylem. So to what really brought us here? Mr. Henry, I presume.
Đâu có số bằng nữa.
Quay ra.
Dạ,
Cái này đồ tàu.
Đó, các tam bờ on được.
Kita bagaimana ini? Bagaimana ini last? Kami kaya 2010.
Mà cái hàng gì mua đây gì nào nè.
Ngo Lagos.
Onda. Ini guru Tinubu.
Nah sih ini. Kau tong hera, tak pala ni.
Okay, cái su on được.
Bosu. Nah, wana bembe yaga. Waga wonja moyo ya. Kama mba tu ayuanga ameya.
Okay.
Ikai ka wo ba otinya. Na no kwaso na e wo tan. Ta wo.
Mà on bia kwala na.
Naka ye kikai ga. Otina kwa asika wo ba otinya yaga. Na no kwaso na e wo tan.
Otibu ga wa ke kwaso na.
Kan kwa. So ilu jongo ngo bia kwala ga.
Me ka su ngwa to ti ne ga wa ga la mu na la o lu se na la. We nenge we za bi pide e ola we ke va fesulu ya se na we kwaso bo se.
Okay, ngo ebi itaba pinewe.
Ne, bi pine ma ya jaga shien ka gbinje bi pine po la ya. Oh, mo ka mo shi tele nya hola mo e kwa mo mu na la ga. Oh, aruba uti ka no you. Anno abi no kya semble ya. Wasi na no na buda. No na anno abuda oze ya. Semble aru pokoro po chi ya. Ma yo ba bu to kwa na bi yim mi ki gbindo.
Aki yo kwa la tava dido. Aki abi kwa la na be mom kamaga. Mo kwa la yen kuma. So mso be vangwa yo yam alu kwa la kabayire ya.
Kwa na la ga.
Shalu e ga ya bi ngwa hadwa wa se vega. Ilu je kwa ngwe ga tu moya o. Yupine yonge ato to kai be kwa ma ngwa bia kwa la ga.
Kai much batalha. I know what was who I talk was who ran here talk was one normal you that bash.
So my tour guide wants to take me to the local pub, a beer joint where the locally brewed drink called burukutu is made and drunk. Burukutu is an alcoholic beverage brewed from grains of guinea corn and millet. This alcoholic drink is made, produced and consumed in Kenya, Ethiopia and Burundi, also including our neighbors Ghana and Republic of Benin. I decided to take part in the preparation to get a feel of what it takes to produce this local drink. I think I got the hang of it, but the smoke got to me. So, I thought to broach the topic here to get their perspective on the subject matter.
And I say my charm will be good.
Okay. He hear me can I walk a City hospitality was actually was so being here. Out of the farm when you're either one move by a customer known to have it. Now we are highest, I'll book you over here. Who will look as woke? But it was saying, Goone car. What's a cup one was. Now hospitality was not I am and your shock, and one wasn't an Taruka. One going to copy and thought a beep in one of young officer. But the irony is really wrong. The irony is wrong in the sense that. Or 2 pounds, was so cool, was a totion of wow. I have to be very, very actual. It's very painful in mind. I thought you, Papa to one hour, that to my Abigail or Tico, where that dog was so nana now. Yama or Tito was so nana, she would Chachina, Samiga. Yan by a she one now here now. She not a no night. She again qualai. Elu Quasun. Afakwa Chamiga. Now in the car. But Mamiga. Oh, one of the person of farm, but he me in the first place. Or must I now go to one I'm coming at a time won't touch on it. What is useless the people call down. It's also heaty. It's so running or deep down. Eh, Afakwaga, my old my fakwa by all on a car. Very Euro. Babu mau fakwa wino na ga we look up to kwasi we go all of now na you go in your hand
e kwa na mo ju straight we yo work ga
Yes, come now.
e this smoke o ti we kwasiga na be we ti we bi we yo we kwe na ka yi kwa
Hospitality. What would happen when Utana kwa sababu hospitality la mo kan ke hospitality go meshima matibu kwa matibu ba na hala ba yo awon ti ya ko ti no wa o ti no kwa sababu na e wo tsami let's to say ishuma ina papa oti ka o raso o vanya
That was interesting. They all seemed really upset by the subject matter, but were able to get their unique perspective on the subject. They invited us over at night for dance entertainment. We would certainly take them up on the offer. Dance is a big part of the thief culture, so we wouldn't miss the chance to shake our booty a little bit. For now, let's head to the local market, because when you talk about the thief man or woman, you must talk about food. So I'm doing a little window shopping here now. I'm trying to do a price comparison to give you an idea of what food item costs down here compared to Lagos, where I reside. A basket of tomato here would cost about 2,500, but in Lagos that would probably be a bowl. Guess the hike is as a result of the logistic involved in moving the produce from here to the west. So I decided to pitch my tent with this lady.
Sometimes in 2010, I was in Uniport, and I think that was Nigerian people and culture. And that argument came up in that class. He said T people give out their wives to strangers to students. And I still got the cost of 1,000 to make that argument. It's not true. It's not true. They just bring up some story because T people, because of their level of hospitality. So they frame up stuff like that and they talk about it as well. It's not true. It's not true. Yes, the thief man usually is very hospitable. If you visit him, in fact, he can give you his room to sleep and then sleep in a neighboring house. He will give you food. In fact, he will give you the best of he can. So people just use that as an advantage to frame up story about the thief. So it's not true.
The day is fast spent. I remember we still have a dance entertainment with a group called the Baka Group. Let me see if I still got my moves. The Baka dance group are a young, vibrant bunch. I have seen dance skills here that is just so beautiful. Now I feel shy, but I will show what I got to. I think I gave it quite a shot. It's been a while, I must say. It was good fun, so it's been a good day. Tomorrow we'll see us meeting a professor from the Benue State University. Makurdi is the capital of Benue State, Nigeria. The city is located in the middle belt along the Benue River, Benue State. Makurdi's population is said to be over 500,000. We are at the roundabout, and I would love to get the man on the street's view on the subject matter. I wonder what this man has to say.
I say a Benue man is not sharing wife with anybody. Once you have your wife, once you marry your wife, it's your wife. You can't share wife with any other person. And if eventually your wife is befriending somebody and you caught the wife with the person, you easily divorce the wife without any case because it's against the law. It's not our culture. So if anybody say that a Benue man can share wife with anybody, that is a foul lie. That is not a true story. We are not doing it. We are not processing it. Like I'm a Tiba tribe. Like Idoma people. Once, like Idoma people, if you caught you with your wife, there's one Sharon that they are worshiping called Aleku. If Aleku caught you, if they really know that you go and befriend somebody, Aleku will kill you. So in Thailand, if you caught your wife with somebody, you can easily divorce it without any problem. If the parents of the wife come to you, say you don't have any case, because once they know that it's something prostitutes, they will not accept what their daughter done to you. So until they are not sharing wife with any other person. Once you marry your wife, it's your wife, and that is it.
This is Benue State University. It's a state-owned university here in Makurdi. The school is in section and students can be seen all over. We're making our way to Professor Akosu's office. He is expecting us.
One thing I want to let you know, first and foremost, is that the chief man is a very jealous person. He doesn't joke with his own wives, so I can't even imagine where the myth could have originated. The chief man gives you his wife. He must be a crazy chief man to do that, alright? Because he knows that what he values most in his family is first his wife. No one goes near his wife. I don't know who must have started this myth about the chief man giving out his wife for people to enjoy themselves. No. I'm hearing this again for the maybe fourth, fifth time, but there's no substance to it. That is not true at all. The chief man can extend a lot of good wishes to you, give you food, give you shelter, allow you to interact with his family, but it will never go up to the length of saying that you can now share the bed with his wife. Alright? Some people must have started this myth some time ago, and for their various purposes. But the chief man, I can tell you today, never ever allowed people to share wives with him. No, it's not true. I'm telling you today, and I'm getting to 68 years today, and I've never known of this. And I'm not the youngest of all the generations of tea people who are learned. Alright? Tea people don't share their wives with anybody. Alright? The corruption of that has eaten up a lot of tea society has not come to that.
This state has produced a lot of notable people. Celebrities like Susan Peters, Zaki Aze, Akume, Two-Face Idibia, Blackface, Daniel Amokachi, Monica Oga, Meg Otanwa. Other notable people including Lieutenant General Victor Malo, John Tucker of blessed memory, Barnabas Kimade, Daniel Sao, Gabriel Suswam, and so on.
I'm seated right now in front of the statue of Aperako. He was the elected governor of Benue State in 1979. He's a chief man from Ushongo local government. He was re-elected into office in 1983. I'm still on a journey to debunk or confirm the myth of wife sharing in chief land.
So I have come to buy the traditional ange for my friends in Lagos. The ange is the traditional attire of the thief people. If I don't buy it, they would send me back here. So I decided to broach the topic to the market woman. This woman here is over 80 years old, as we were told. She has been producing and selling ange for several decades, and she also had something to say.
Amfo no tia banya puta na kya na kwa ya na ngana wa yo ta na kya na ya
bakakeke lujongo ungo shongwe nege we o banya igo bakwasu o tigo bakwasu na o te na zame
ngo na
se iluje ngo kwaraga
ngo
Oya mama msudido.
Ngwaga. Ngwamyega. Ngwaga.
Msudido.
So we have spoken to quite a number of people. the old, the young, the academics, the market woman, but one person remains that we have been trying to reach, and that is the Totiv, the traditional ruler of Benue State, His Royal Majesty, Professor James Otese Yodua Ayati Totiv 5. He's an incredible busy person, but we have our fingers crossed we'll see him tomorrow. So we got a call from the PA to the Totiv. We have a small window to see him today, so we'll have to dash. If we miss this opportunity, we may not be able to get him to weigh in on this discussion. So we'll finally get to Boko Town. A few bumps along the way, but we are here now and we are excited. It took us about 1 hour to get here. The name Boko also refers to a local government in Benue State. The population of this town is over 500,000, mostly Tiv people. It is the traditional capital of the Tiv tribe, and it has the official residence of the Totiv, who is the paramount traditional ruler of the Tiv people. Boko is nicknamed Boko Yuha, which means heavy town, owing to the rebellious attitude of its youth. The town is also called G-Town by many today. Important annual events in Boko are Kwahi Festival, Keisha Shuwa Festival, Tiv Day Celebration. Kwahi is a Tiv traditional theatre. It is the festival of storytelling, and it usually includes big animal puppets. It is staged at any time of the year and on special occasion. The Benue State government accord high respect to traditional rulers in recognition of their role as custodian of culture and as agent of development. Also, their roles in enhancing peace and order at the grassroots level are also recognized to enhance their contribution to the affairs of the state. Government has established a 3-tier council system made up of local government area traditional council with Totiv as the chairman. The present Totiv is Professor James Otese Yodua Ayate Totiv 5th.
Thank you very much, my daughter. My name is His Royal Majesty Ochibiri Professor James Otese Ayate. I'm the Totiv, paramount ruler of the Tiv nation. I'm actually the 5th Totiv, and the Tiv nation is, in terms of population, the 4th largest in Nigeria, with a dominant population in Benue State. We're also the single largest ethnic group in Taraba State, second in population in Nasarawa State. We have a lot of our people in Niger State, in Federal Capital Territory, in Jos, and in Ondo, in Ekiti, you find many of them. So we have a population over 10 million. There are some Tiv people that are also in Cameroon. So we been in Nigeria for a very long time. And the Tiv people are known to be people with a very strong culture. I am actually from Kwande lineage of the Tiv, and Kwande people are considered to be the custodian of the Tiv culture. So I know a lot about the Tiv culture. I was born and bred in Tiv land, I schooled in Tiv land. I know details about the Tiv culture, Tiv tradition. Yeah, you are here to ask whether it is true or not concerning what people say about the Tiv people. When you visit a Tiv man, after entertaining you, he surrenders his wife to you for the night. That is a very strange one. That Tiv people are generous, I admit. We are. We are actually considered the food basket of the nation. So we produce a lot of food and we are generous about it. So when you visit us and we are eating, we definitely invite you to eat. And if you visit a Tiv man and is eating and invites you and you refuse to join him, he considers it as something that is odd. Maybe you have something against him in your heart. That is why you have refused to share with him in a meal. So he receives and he is generous. He also entertains strangers. That I completely agree with you. Now, what you said about sharing an individual's wife is something that is a taboo in Tivland. Grew up as a child. Now I'm in my early 60s. So I met my father, I met my grandfather. And actually I was the last born. So I benefited a lot also from my senior brothers and sisters. So that story is a creation. But let me say one thing about the Tiv culture that I know. In the olden days, it was against the tradition for a man's wife to be wayward. So that if you committed immorality outside the marital home and you are pregnant at the time of delivery, if you never confess your sin, you will die without giving birth. So you had to, labor will prolong, and then you openly confess that you did this, you did this. And then the husband will forgive you, and then you'll be able to bear the child. That's the tradition I met. And therefore that tradition cannot at the same time permit wife sharing. I started hearing about that story a few months ago, and that's what people are saying about it. Even outside your wife, if you had a daughter that was matured and was to be given out in marriage, it was expected that she would be received by, the bridegroom as a virgin. And if that never happened, then the family will come back to you and tell you that, look, we didn't meet her as a complete woman. And then there were some things you needed to do to appease them. That was how pure the tradition was. So all these stories about wife sharing is completely foreign to the Tiv tradition. Whoever has created that story, for whatever purpose or whatever reason, he knows why he has created it, but it's not part of the Tiv tradition that I know. I'm a Tiv man. I'm married to a Tiv woman. So I know the tradition. Now, when you talk about, I know that in the larger society, there are people that may want to make gain out of their wives. Maybe they want contract, or maybe they want a favor, maybe they want to obtain something to a big person that has authority, and they may send either their wife or their daughter or whatever to go and exert the influence of a woman in whatever form or shape to be able to get that particular benefit. Maybe win contract, get money, get appointment or whatever. That can be considered wife sharing. Why are you sending your wife to some other person? So that you go there and do whatever the man wants, and then you get the gain. But not in Tiv tradition. I've never heard it. In fact, in our own culture, when a man goes to the farm and is coming back with his wife, the wife is in front, he is at the back carrying a machete. So you dare not. He will put his wife and children in front. He will be at the back. If there is a lion coming, he will see it. And as you know, the Tiv people are considered to be, warlike. And many people have lost their lives, trying to defy married Tiv women because their husbands cannot take it. So I'm surprised when people make stories that when you visit a Tiv man, after feeding you, he will now hand over the wife to you. For what purpose? What is the aim of doing it? What is he trying to achieve? Is he important and cannot handle his wife and wants a stranger to handle her? Or he cannot, he cannot give the woman a baby and wants somebody to help him? You can't get a stranger to do that. It's not accepted in Tiv culture. I'm the paramount ruler of the Tiv nation worldwide. I'm the custodian of the Tiv tradition and culture. And I know about it more than any other person. So I'm telling you on authority that wife sharing is not part of Tiv culture. It never has been. It's not even been imported into our culture up till now. You mess up with somebody's wife, your life is in danger. So if as the custodian of the Tiv tradition and culture, I have full details of people that are saying or even recorded a film to portray that the Tiv nation is engaged in wife sharing, I will sue such a person or such agency if I had the details. So they will explain to us and give evidence of how and where that is done. So if somebody has gone somewhere and secretly, induce somebody's wife, that is completely different from, what they are peddling of wife sharing. A typical Tiv man will have his own house, a hut, have one bed with his wife. So when you come, where is she going to leave you? Where is he going to stay to give you his wife? It doesn't make sense. Just a hut, one bed, the man and his wife, and then leaves the bed for you to sleep, for him to sleep on the floor or what? Now these things don't make sense. So I tell you as a representative and a custodian of the Tiv culture, that in Tiv culture, wife sharing is not allowed, it's a taboo. The wrath of our ancestors will come on whoever engages in that practice. The message I have is that the people need to understand the culture of the Tiv people. The Tiv people are peace-loving. They accept and host and entertain strangers in their midst. There are many strangers. You come to Tiv land, you find different ethnic nationalities living in Tiv land without molestation. We appreciate strangers living with us. We are peace-loving. We promote peace. However, people should not take our peaceful nature and our generosity and openness in accepting visitors to pollute and give wrong interpretation about our culture. And also to the Tiv people worldwide, because of our nature of peace and accommodation, they shouldn't take laws into their hands when they meet people who are misrepresenting their culture and saying they share wives and share daughters or whatever. But explain to them so that they will understand it's not in our nature. People can concoct stories, but we don't need to go out to harm them or to fight them. Over time, they will understand who we are and be able to appreciate our own culture and our way of doing things. To other Nigerians This is our nature. We are part of society, and we are deep rooted in the fear of God that does not allow some of these things that are being mentioned concerning our people, wife sharing or daughter sharing. Generally, our society and our culture frowns at promiscuity. Therefore, even for our daughters that may go wayward are completely violating the tradition. We are peaceful people, we are part of Nigeria, we love everyone, and we expect that such as we respect other cultures, our culture should also be respected. Thank you very much.
So we have heard from His Royal Majesty Professor James Otesi Yodua Ayate to T5. I guess there's nothing to add to this discussion. He has put the final nail in the coffin of the worldwide notion. There has not been or is there presently a culture of wife sharing in Tivland. And indeed, the entire Benue state. We have successfully debunked this wife sharing notion as a myth once and for all. And we hope this documentary goes all around the world so that the notion is corrected. Okay, so it's been an enlightening 5 days and I have enjoyed every bit of it. I'll leave this town with so many memories. My name is Ondugumimi Haga and I am a Tiv woman from Benue State.